Salvete omnes, this is Amelia, also known as the Martian Geek, and welcome back to another episode of Rampage. In the last episode, we had a run-in with a bull and a bunch of fairy tale creatures. Are we Bugs Bunny here as Shrek? Moving on to level 5 though, or as the game calls it, level 2001, which is presumably a reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey. Of course, you know as well as I do that it's been 14 years since that took place and there hasn't exactly been much of a space odyssey. Though there's certainly plenty of outer space to go around in this level, as well as these red Bob-omb-like enemies. A lot of floating vehicles, these meteor platforms, and one heck of a parallax effect in the background there. This level also tends to be relatively generous with the items, especially extra lives. There's a one-up up here that I want, but we need this guy to jump. There we go. There is another way of getting that one up, which is to go ahead in the level to where that yellow vehicle above it is, and then just drop through it. But that requires backtracking, so if I can avoid having to do that, then so much the better. Also, I think this is the only instant Martian enemy in the level without a blaster. There are only actually 3 enemy types in this one. There are the bomb guys, and the instant Martian enemies with the blasters, and the ones without. And do not get hit by the shots from the blasters, because if you do, they will shrink you. If you're shrunk, you can't attack, and you take extra damage. But you can actually turn that against them by using a mirror, as I did. Because if the shot's at the mirror, they'll bounce off, hopefully hitting the Martian who shot it and shrinking that instead. In fact, you can even get Martians to shrink other Martians if you position yourself right. Such as I'm hoping to do here. Did it work? Yeah. Of course, the Martian became oh, there we go. Shrunken Martian. Now, the Shrunken Martians can actually be defeated with one hit from anything, I believe, but I always kick them because that seems to be the easiest thing to hit them with. They'd be an awfully small target to jump on, and I don't think you could get a pie or a tomato low enough. The problem with the bomb enemies is that they have a nasty habit of knocking you off platforms, so I'm going to run into this one deliberately because this right here is probably the hardest part of the entire level. There's a one-up down here, and I want it, and I got it, thank goodness. If I made that look easy, it is really, really not. You have to be very precise with your jumping, your timing, your positioning, all that. Honestly, if you're playing this game on an actual Super Nintendo, I would just recommend skipping that one. Because chances are you're going to lose a life in getting it, and that won't even make you break even because it'll cost you style points. So, skip the one-up of Doom. Unless you're showing it off in an LP like I am. Overall, though, this level's really not that difficult. Kind of non-linear, but... Oh, I thought there was a Martian here. Waste of a mirror. Not that I'm worried about running out of items in this one, because this level gives you more items than you can even use. So... Wait, did it shrink the other Martian and then shrink itself by it bouncing off the mirror? I didn't know that could happen. Oh, I guess I might as well put a checkpoint down now. This level also gives you way more checkpoints than you need. 4 to be exact, and you can easily get away with... Well, you don't really need more than 2, and you can easily get away with just 1. Especially because, as I mentioned, the level itself isn't all that difficult. Though, I guess it is pretty non-linear, so... Oh, hey, there is another Martian without a blaster. And it just leapt to its death. Well, maybe not death. It leapt to its being on another platform. I guess it only takes 2 tomatoes to get rid of them. In fact, do I have any of those left? No, I do not. I'm a little anxious after the whole one-up of Doom incident, so... forgive me. Needless to say, you can't use the mirrors on the bomb-type enemies. Also, don't let the Martians jump on you either, because if you do, they'll squish you, flat as a pancake. And while that doesn't insta-kill you unless you're shrunk, it still hurts a good bit, so it's better just not to have it happen. See if I can lure this one into shrinking itself. Also, this other type of blaster I forgot to mention. I guess that's one other possibly enemy type, if it still counts as an enemy. Those things don't shrink you if you get hit by the blasts from them. They just hurt. And they take two shots to destroy with anything, but I generally prefer to jump on them because that seems to be the easiest way to hit them. Sure are a lot of them on this ship here. And mirror down here. Mirror that I'll most likely never use. Yeah, this level's item distribution is odd. Wait, did that tomato actually hit the Martian, or did it just hit the platform? I don't know. I don't think I've ever successfully hit a shrunken Martian with a tomato. Also, the one kind of annoying part about the meteor platforms is you can't drop through them. So there I actually have to go beside the platform and then under it. Just progress through the level, and... okay, good, it didn't hit me. What all do I have left for items? How did I dodge that? You can actually jump on all four of these in sequence like that if you do it right. Oh, you don't get an extra life for it, and you don't get an extra life for it or anything. Yeah, this level can get a little bit confusing at times because of the aforementioned non-linearity. At least I think that was aforementioned. I've had so many takes going... this is my 67th take going through this level, mainly because of the one-up of Doom. Or just flubbing my opening lines. So... and apparently the mirror floats on top of that platform, hitboxes. But anyway, what I was saying is, pardon me if I get confused about when things happened sometimes. Shoot the mirror. Come on, shoot the mirror. Thank you. And I have nothing left but checkpoints, so... checkpoint ahoy! For whatever reason, you can't seem to place checkpoints on these meteors. I don't know why. Oh, I missed the one-up over there. And there's a one-up in that teleporter. Oh, darn it. I hate it when I miss that. Also, if you check down here, there's actually another one-up of Doom that's equally difficult to get, so I am not going to get that. I have been through this level way too many times, so I kind of just want to be done with it. It used to be my favorite in the game, and I still like it, but man, those one-ups of Doom, I'm telling you. Style rating Wild Hare. I get a health refill, and I get 1 extra life. And on to level 6, or level 9.1. And I just noticed they used a coconut or something for the dot. Given the teleporter goes to Tasmania, you can probably guess what the main enemy here is. It's Taz. Though what's worse is these parrots. You have to ride on them, which is easier said than done. Also, that's the only item you can get in this level, aside from the carrots. It's a wild turkey surprise, and you can use it to distract Taz. Now this level, though, this right here is my least favorite level in the game. And, dang it, I actually was on that bird. The main reason I hate this one so much, okay, we'll get to that. The second reason, I can't talk today. The second most reason I hate this one so much is these bird riding parts. Because there is a pattern to them, but they sometimes break it, apparently. And when they do, it's very easy to just have no bird to step on, and then you go right down the pit. Oh, I missed the one up. Oh well, the important part is just getting through this level. Because the main reason I hate this one is because there is not one single checkpoint in it. Yeah, this level is the only one in the game that isn't basically just a boss battle, like, you know, the one with the bull, for instance, that is completely devoid of checkpoints. I hate it. Especially since the previous level had a surplus of the things. Couldn't they have, like, moved one of the checkpoints from level 5 to 6 or something? Whoa! Ow. But now this part isn't so difficult. You basically just have to lure Taz into spinning through the trees so you can get by. You can also use the Wild Turkey Surprise to distract him if you want. I don't think you can actually get a high enough style rating in this level for anything important to happen. Dang it. But you can still use up all of your items. Come on, Taz. Buzz through the tree. There you go. Now, eat the Wild Turkey Surprise. Lots of iron. Ugh, this level. Well, at least I can get one up. And let's see. Okay, that's my last Wild Turkey Surprise, so I hope we're close to the end here. And I hope I don't take any more hits. Oh, wait, here we go. Here's one more that I just got. Kind of a similar principle to the bull, I suppose. This part of the level is actually probably easier than the bull. Here, you eat that. And I will go past you. And is there anything up here? Okay, now it's time for the sort of boss battle. Basically, you want to get this guy to hit the tree, the petrified tree, which he can't actually buzz through. Unfortunately, that also tends to get you hit. I'm not really sure how to do it without taking the hit there. In fact. Okay, I think I got... Okay, good, I'm almost out of health, but yeah, now. Bugs Bunny is a female Tasmanian devil. But no. How dare you. Style rating Slick Hare. Well, at least I got high enough style rating to get my health restored. That level's stressful, mainly because of the birds. But since that was 2 levels, we will not do level 7 until next episode, so I will see you then. Stupid one-up of Doom.